Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Hi everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. A very warm welcome to all of you for the orientation session of Advanced Financial Management. I am Hussain Qazi, facilitator for the subject Advanced Financial Management, Strategic Business Reporting, and Financial Management. You can consider this session as a demonstration lecture of AFM by Hussain Qazi. The duration of the session is approximately 1 hour. Based on my 18 years of teaching experience, I can assure you at the end of this session, you will get the right direction for the AFM exam preparation. And based on this direction, you will get the exam success of your upcoming AFM exam. But the condition is that you have to watch 100% of this video till the end with full of concentration. So the first thing I wanted to share with you, you all know that AFM is actually the ACCA Strategic Professional Optional Exam. And the passing rate is one of the motivation factor for you people. Motivation factor. You know that the last 5 semester result is average 43% passing rate. This is the highest motivation factor. And as compared to other optional exam, AFM having the highest percentage. 43% is a very highest percentage. Now, what you should do, you should make a right strategy and be positive with full of encouragement that yes, I have to prepare my AFM exam to become part of this 43%. To become part of this 43%. That's the motivation required here. So we have started the session with full of motivation. Now, my session having these agenda points. Number 1, we will cover the point, what is the right approach to study finance? Number 1. Number 2, AFM syllabus insights. Number 3, what's the AFM exam structure? Number 3, AFM practice question. We will cover here a practice question with smart exam techniques. For the reason of point number 4, this is the reason I said earlier, this is also a demo lecture. Number 5, AFM study approach. What should be the right study approach? Number 6, how the course will execute with Hussain Qazi. Number 7, students most frequently asked questions and their answers. So number 1, the first point, everybody knows that ACCA is all about business studies. And you have learned different subjects, like you studied taxation, you studied law, you studied accounting, costing, strategy, and you have already studied the subject financial management. So actually, what's the mindset you have with respect to this subject about the financial management? The mindset you people already have. Number 1, for the sake of business, with financial management, we learned that identify the investment, and then after identification of the investment opportunity, evaluate the investment. For example, calculate the NPV. If you consider that investment is lucrative, then arrange the right finance, either debt, either equity, or the combination. And once the project becomes started, now it's time to develop a policy of returns that is called dividend. And that is all we do as financial manager, our role as financial manager. where our responsibility with respect to financial management is to maximize the wealth of shareholder. So whoever, if you are watching that particular video, so you have a mindset of this. Yes, we are studying the subject with the mindset as financial manager, where responsibility to maximize the wealth of shareholder, and to maximize the wealth of shareholder, identify investment, evaluate investment, connect the right finance, and develop the policies of dividend. With same continuation, students, with same continuations, now with advanced financial management, with same continuation, but the picture become broader. The picture become broader. With this subject, we will also cover the multinational corporations, investments or finance or dividend policy for multinational corporations. We will cover investment with foreign investment opportunities, international investment opportunities. We will also cover international financing possibility, financing arrangement with international forums. And of course, our role now become upgraded. It's so-called, we have promoted from finance manager to senior financial manager. So with same structure, but with the broader picture. Welcome to Advanced Financial Management. Once again, a very warm welcome for Advanced Financial Management. And we have to develop a core strategy, a constructive strategy with this session. And based on this strategy, you will be able to get success of the exam. So be positive. Students, with respect to the financial management, whenever you study the financial management, one thing you should be very much clear. Our role here with AFM as senior finance manager, and we have to develop our mindset. We have to think in a manner like entrepreneur, not an accountant. Accountant or financial accounting or SBR or FR subject, it's all about making of financial statement. It's about past, it's about prepare reports. But here financial management, advanced financial management, we will use the data of accounting, but our responsibility is about decision making. It's about future, it's about planning like an entrepreneur. So we have to think in a manner like an entrepreneur, like Bill Gates, like Elon Musk. So you have to motivate yourself. So that's the point. Subject is all about planning, decision making. It's not about reporting. So once again, be positive. Once again, welcome to Advanced Financial Management. You need to think as an entrepreneur. Now it's time for syllabus insights. But before entering to syllabus insights, Mr. Hussain Qazi, a brief profile. 18 years of facilitation experience for ACCA qualification. Specialized with SBR, AFM and FM. Senior faculty member at Tapani's School of Accountancy, which is a Platinum Status College of Pakistan. Platinum status means having a result always greater than global average rate. And also a founding member and business partner academics of a learning platform, HussainQazi.com. Throughout the 18 years journey, multiple students, more than 100 students got prize winners through my facilitation. ACCA invited me multiple times in Pakistan as well as internationally, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, for exam focus session for students and for tutors as well. By the way, I am also a registered CPD trainer of ACCA as well, for ACCA members as well. Corporate world exposure, from 2005 to 10, I was associated with KPMG, and after that, Me and my partner founded a company called HRS Network. Till now, I'm serving as a director, business development with HRS Network, a professional accountancy firm. If you wanted to know more about me, you can search www.hussainkhazi.com. So what I was saying, that's about the syllabus. AFM syllabus, it's not extension. 5 areas. Number 1, role of senior financial advisor. Number 2, advanced investment appraisal. Number 3, acquisition merger. Number 4, reconstruction and reorganization. Number 5, treasury risk and risk management. That's all. 5 areas of syllabus. But it's technical. We need to learn the knowledge and we need to learn the smart techniques as well. Now, one by one. Section A, senior finance manager's role. Senior finance manager roles. So senior finance manager role for as a local company advisor or finance manager, senior finance manager, or for multinational as well. This part of syllabus is about formulating and monitoring of investment opportunities, financing policies, and dividend policies. This area of syllabus is about local companies, multinational companies, exam scope 12 to 20 marks, 100% theory. It's about the formulating and monitoring policies, 100% theory. If you have a question in your mind, sir, how much part of syllabus in AFM theory, how much calculation, we will discuss this point later. But at this point, I must say one point. AFM exam of questions of 50 marks, question number 1, question 2, section B, 25 marks, 2 questions. Examiner will never examine any single question of 100% theory, and examiner will never examine the question with 100% calculation. It's a mixture of calculation and theory. But this point, the weightage of theory calculation, I will cover later. So number 1, section A, 100% theory. Section B, investment appraisal, advanced level. Advanced investment appraisal method. You studied earlier with F9, NPV, basic NPV. Here advancement, for example, foreign investment appraisal. You required a very strong foundation of F9. Sir, a strong foundation means, do we need to revise F9? Don't worry, my course includes the revision as well. I will provide you the lectures and also the assignment. You will be able to get the revision. Don't get any other books of revision for F9 or any other books. This subject, mostly calculation, but we cannot ignore theory. Even F9 examiner with section C, CRQs, never examined the NPV only with calculation. It's a mixture of calculation and theory. Same case here, same case. Exam scope 25 to 35. Sir, is this compulsory? Not necessary. Section C. Section C. Section C is about acquisition and mergers. Previously you studied a subject F9 and a topic business valuation. The continuation of the topic of business valuation. The topic acquisition merger. Every business needs growth. Every business wants or needs growth. For example, you are a bank with 300 branches. You wanted to grow. There are 2 possibilities. One is organic way. Organic means your board has decided to grow organically. For example, adding 20 more branches. After 2 years, 40 more branches. After 3 years, 50 more branches. This is organic growth. But other way of the growth is about, you are a bank having 300 branches and you wanted to grow. So your board has decided to acquire another small bank of 120 branches. So this is about inorganic way. So acquisition and merger is about inorganic way of acquisition. Oh, inorganic way of growth. So what ins and outs, what plus and minus, we will cover here. So this is the topic with the continuation of business valuation knowledge required from FM. Sir, do we need to review? No worries. I will provide you the material. Sir, this is the topic about mixture of calculation and theory. Exam scope 2535. So this is acquisition merger. Another point, section D. There are two topics: corporate reconstruction, business reorganization. First, business reorganization. Business may decide to change ahead. What does that mean? For example, you have a business with a portfolio of different divisions. There are a group of business. Since last 25 years, you have been engaged with a portfolio having three different industries: bank, cement, and airline. So your group having three portfolios: bank, cement, and airline. But after 2019, means after pandemic, your airline business facing continuously losses. And after 2019, 20, 21, 22, finally 2023, you have decided to withdraw with the airline business because we are actually getting too much losses and not emphasizing other part of the business as well. So your board has decided to sell off the airline business, get the money, and acquire one more company of cement. So this is called change ahead. Sell one division, acquisition other part of the business. So this is one of the example. Examples may change as well. So business reorganization includes sell, demergers, MBO, management buyout, means sell the business to the existing management, like this. Mixture of calculation and theory, and exam scope 25 to 35 marks. Section D involves one more topic, that is called financial reconstruction or corporate reconstruction. Assuming there is a situation that the company has become out of cash and even retained earnings or reserves are negative. So company is about to liquidate. But I am a company's management. I have a strong belief that although the company is in a position of ventilator, it's about to liquidate, but someone inject the blood, someone inject the cash flow, like existing shareholder or debt holder or external venture capitals or business angels, inject the money, we are confident to reconstruct the business. So as a management, I have reconstruction plan. So you as financial advisor need to evaluate the situation and make a report that either liquidation or reconstruction, which out of two, which one is beneficial for the stakeholder? Existing shareholders or existing debt holder or existing stakeholder, which one is the benefit? Either to liquidate the business or to reconstruct the plan. So this is what the question of financial or corporate reconstruction. This is section D. Very interesting. Mixture of calculation theory, exam scope 25 to 35 marks. So these three topics: acquisition merger, business reorganization, financial reconstruction. Examiner examine any one topic with this area, with section B and C. Any one topic with this area. One of the topic is advanced investment appraisal, and another one is something about treasury and risk management. But do remember, AFM, this is what the past paper analysis. Nothing is structured in this paper. Nothing in structure. Anything examined with any part of the paper. Okay, section E, treasury and risk management. Number 1, treasury function includes forex risk management, interest rate risk management. Students, a little bit you have studied with F9, forex risk management, interest rate risk management. Here, some advancement required. Whatever you studied with F9, it's very limited. Here, very extension. It's a very technical calculation, but believe me, once you learn this technical calculation, it will become very easy part of the syllabus. That will become very easy part of the syllabus. Don't worry. We cannot ignore theory. An exam scope 25 to 35 marks. So this is what about the section A, B, C, D, E, that the syllabus areas. That is about the syllabus areas. That is about the syllabus areas. That AFM students, now it's time to learn about AFM smart exam techniques. AFM smart exam techniques. Students, hard working, it's very important. I know that. If you wanted to get knowledge of the syllabus area, you need hard working. For example, watching the videos, taking the classes, reading material, that's very important. That's hard working. Practicing the question, that's hard working. All these are reading the material, that's hard working, reading the notes, all these things. But hard working, it's not only enough for the success of exam. We also need smart exam techniques. We also need to learn smart exam techniques, because we need to consider here priorities of the task. Which one is more important, which one is less important. We need to learn about the time management, how to manage the time. We need to learn about marks management. So smart techniques or smart exam techniques includes priorities of the task, time management techniques, and marks management techniques. So not only the hard working, but smart working also very important. So we need to learn what about or how we will implement the smart exam technique during the preparation of AFM exam or revision of AFM exam. So that will impact on our exams and we will easily get success of AFM exam. So let's start. Number 1, the first thing is that the very first thing, and I wanted to recall this, AFM passing rate. It's average 43%. Remember that point. Average 43%. This is the highest motivation factor. And you need the commitment. Yes, I can do that. So have to develop a strategy to become under 43%. That's the motivation, courage, and obsession required. So first thing about the smart work or smart technique. First of all, we have to consider what is exactly AFM exam structure. Students, very important discussion. Now we have entered with a very important discussion. Full of concentration required here. AFM exam format. Section A, 1 question, 50 marks. Section B, 2 questions, each question 25 marks. Number 2, total 100 marks of AFM allocated in this manner. Total 100 marks. Total 100 marks split in 2 components. 80 technical marks, 20 professional marks. And with section A, 50 marks question, 40 technical marks and 10 professional marks. Section B, 25 marks of 2 questions. Each question having 20 marks and 5 professional marks. So before entering in detail about smart exam technique, we must have to aware what is the structure of the exam, especially with respect to technical, allocation of technical and professional marks. Next move, how this 20 professional skill marks allocates. That's important. Professional skill marks includes 4 components. Number 1, professional skill marks includes communication. Number 2, analysis and evaluation. Number 3, skepticism. Number 4, commercial acumen. These 4 things. What are these things? A little bit discussion I will do later on. Don't worry. But try to understand these 4 professional marks, how to allocate with the paper. All four professional skill marks will examine with section A 50 marks question. Means 10 professional marks of question 1 includes all 4 professional skill marks. But with section B 25 marks question, examiner will only examine with the scope of these 3 professional skill marks: analysis and evaluation, skepticism, commercial acumen, but not communication. The reason is that communication is actually about report writing, and report writing only examined with first 50 marks question. Now the point is that, sir, these 20 professional skill marks, it's about what? A little bit discussion here. A little bit discussion. Communication is about report writing. And professional skill marks of communication affect to theory and calculation both. Analysis and evaluation affect to both calculation and theory. Skepticism and commercial acumen only affect theory. Once again, sir, what are these? I will tell you, don't worry, with an example. First of all, the structure. Students, another point. Left side, it's about technical 80 marks. Right side, 20 professional skill marks. Do remember that with AFM exam, we have to attempt 80 marks. And 20 professional skill marks actually indulge with technical marks. So what does that mean? For example, let's say about calculation. If you are doing calculation with a spreadsheet of technical marks, doing technical marks, calculating NPV. So calculating of NPV using, for example, calculating contribution, then tax calculation, then, for example, working capital calculation of WACC. This is what all about technical marks. But using of spreadsheet functions, for example, the function of sum, labeling of working means structured working. So spreadsheet functions, labeling of working is about professional skill marks. So once again, whenever you are attempting technical marks and simultaneously you are using the spreadsheet functions or labeling of working, so automatically professional skill marks indulge with technical marks. Same case with theory. Whenever you're drafting any answer, for example, if you are preparing a report or making a report, So if you making a report and follow the structure of report, for example, introduction heading, for example, conclusion, heading of conclusion, for example, format of the report writing. So automatically you are getting technical and professional marks. So do remember that 20 professional skill marks, it's not about something extra you need to do. No. Whatever you are attempting the technical marks, so simultaneously you need to work out in a professional manner. What I say, in a professional manner, attempting your technical answer with professional manner automatically add your 20 marks. So normally what student do? Student do practice of professional skill marks just 7 days before the exam. But I strongly suggest to you that from the day one, you have to practice with professional skill marks, save your time, save your energy, and secure your exam. That's the point. Moreover, with I will also discuss the point with more diagnosis here. What does that mean, sir? About professional marks, AFM marks insights. Let's diagnose one exam question. March, June 2023 AFM exam. Student, your concentration required here. For example, this is a 50 marks question. This is a 50 marks question, okay? And this is AFM March, June 23, 50 marks question. 50 marks. And this highlighted is about 40 technical marks. And this is actually the exhibit of complete requirement here. This is 40 marks technical, including report writing. And at the last of the screen, that is 10 marks. This 10 marks is about professional marks. Professional marks of communication, analysis, evaluation, skepticism, commercial acumen. 10 marks, professional. Do remember, watch the screen carefully. This 10 professional marks is actually about this complete 40 marks. For example, the communication is about report writing. So once again, professional skill marks is not something extra. This professional skill marks is the part of technical marks. So if you are attempting the 40 technical marks technique simultaneously, you will also get professional skill marks if you are aware about that. If you don't aware about professional skill marks, you just prepare your answer without professional skill marks and you will lose the exam. That's a point. Same case for 25 marks question. Here, March, June 23, 25 marks question. This is 20 marks question, 5, 10, 5. 20 marks question. And this is professional marks. Analysis, evaluation, skepticism, commercial acumen, 5 marks. So where this professional marks will apply? Definitely these 5 professional marks will apply with this core technical marks. This 5 professional marks will affect to this core technical marks. So that is about the insights of AFM exam paper. Now it's a time for AFM exercise with Hussain Qazi. AFM exercise with Hussain Qazi. Let's take an example. Come on, let's take an example. Here I have taken a limited extract of AFM exam question, a limited extract of the question. Question is about investment appraisal. investment now for $20,000, project life for 4 years. Other information like inflation rates, growth rate, tax rate is part of main question. I have not attached here a limited exercise, but inflation, growth rate, tax rate affects on the question. Finance director is confident about the financial viability of project. Assuming there is a debate between finance director and marketing director. Marketing director is saying that project is not viable, financial viable, but finance director is confident that project is viable. Okay, so this is also the information. And finance director intention to arrange the finance to support investment through equity finance, like share offer to public. For example, this is a private company, share offer to the public, listing, or institutional investors, placement. Media news, also the information about media news, about political instability and implications with the depression in stock market. Finance director has intention to equity finance by IPO, but media news about depression in stock market. So it's contradiction. Huh? Two requirement, calculate NPV and conclude whether the project should be accepted or not. So first thing, the calculation. We will consider the calculation including technical and professional marks. Come on. This is the solution. Now, please carefully observe the solution. This is NPV main table. For example, if you start working with the NPV, let's suppose the contribution. So contribution, you have taken the values. Sorry, for contribution, you mentioned that working number 1. And very precisely, very clearly, you mentioned that this portion is working. And working number 1 is labeled with contribution. So if you label the working, this is professionalism. Then you take the figures from the question. For example, sales price figure with inflation, with growth rates, all these things, variable cost, units, all these things. Then you use the sum function with the contribution. The sum function. This is professionalism. This is the professional skill marks. Then move on. After contribution, then incorporating fixed cost, then marketing, then tax. Once again, tax, working 2. Here you headed the working 2, proper labeled working. And then you have concluded with the net cash flow. This is the net cash flow. And after net cash flow, you know that WACC is 11%. And you are going to calculate NPV. So I'm going to calculate NPV with shortcut function. For example, is equal to NPV, bracket open, 11%, 0.11, comma, select year 1, 2, 3, 4, plus investment, plus minus minus, 41692. Once again, is equal to NPV, 0.11, comma, bracket close, plus investment. So I have used this function, this NPV function. I have no calculation for present. I have not taken the value of discount rate. I have not making the working of present value. Direct calculate the NPV. It's acceptable and this is the expectation of the examiner. So whenever we are calculating the function, three things are important. Sorry. Whenever we are working of the calculation, so marks are allocated in 2 ways. Number 1, technical marks. Number 2, professional marks. And professional marks include three components. Working structure. Working structure means this is the main table and right side is the working. This is the structure. Number two, working should be labeled as refer above. Labeled means properly allocated working. Working 1, working 2, working 3. So easily traceable. And number 3 is spreadsheet functions. So all these things of calculation, if we do the calculation in this way, we not just able to get technical marks, but simultaneously also able to get professional skill marks. That is the point. So for calculation, professional skill marks, working structure, working should be labeled, and shortcut spreadsheet functions. Spreadsheet shortcut functions. This is about calculation. We also cover the point of theory here. But before covering the theoretical aspect, I wanted to make a small analysis here, or I wanted to develop your mindset here. Listen carefully. This is very, very important. Very important. Your AFM answer, number 1. First thing is about time. How to manage time. Because we are discussing here smart working, smart. It's not only about hard. And do practice, do prepare your studies with smart practice. Time management. You have total time of 180 minutes. Everybody knows. 60 minutes into 3 hours. The marks you need to attempt, now it's very clear. It's 80 technical and 20 professional. But actually you have to attempt 80 marks because professional marks is a part of technical marks, right? Okay. So that means effectively you have to attempt 80 marks. You have to attempt 80 marks. So that means 180 minutes divided by 80 marks, that means you have 2.2 minutes for each mark. So here the formula becomes change. Normally 180 minutes divided by 100, 1.8 minutes for each mark. But here 2.25 minutes for each mark. But be careful. Whenever you are attempting your either calculation and theory, you have to practice with technical simultaneously professional marks. That's the smart working. And believe me, if you attempt the smart working of calculation, you will save the time. What normally students do during preparation? All the semester do the practice without shortcut functions. All the semester doing theoretical practice without professional skill marks. So actually investing unnecessary time, investing wastage of energy. Now another point. Next point, students. Smart. This is a time of smart. Huh? Everything is smart. Smartphone, smart. Everything has become smart. Smartphone, smart home, smart cars. So smart studies as well. Now, marks management. Another point. Listen carefully. Technical marks. Number 1, whenever you are attempting any theory topic, first of all, you have to identify the technical marks. What key points I wanted to write. Then, with the technical skill marks of theory, you need to incorporate professional skill marks as well. So, identify the professional skill marks. For example, there are 4 possible professional skill marks. For question 1, 4, and other than question 1, 3. So that means this professional marks, once again, this professional marks is a part of this technical marks. Okay. And it's very clear. So your AFM answer for theory, now it's time for theory. For example, if you are thinking some technical point, Point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 technical marks and incorporating the professional skill marks. In simple words, AFM paper is about baking of cake. Baking of cake is technical marks, and icing on cake is professional marks. So the complete package is making or presenting the cake in front of examiner. So baking is technical, icing on cake is professional. You have to combine together and present in front of examiner. So let's apply with the theory, with the same question. Exam technique, last point. The question we are discussing here, same question, auto company. With respect to theory, some points are important. Look at the screen. Number 1, project life 4 years. Number 2, whatever the NPV we have calculated, having inflation rates, growth rate and tax rate, all estimates. Finance director is confident about financial viability of the project. Director's intention, finance director intention to arrange finance through equity finance by offering to public or institutional investor. But media news having political instability and implications with depression in the stock market. Now it's time for theory. How to draft theory with professional marks? Sir, do tell us. So we will start preparation accordingly. One by one. Professional skill marks include analysis and evaluation. A quick overview, because the detailed one I will cover with the syllabus areas with my course. A quick overview. Analysis and evaluation. Analysis and evaluation, examiner expect, number 1, from the question and from your Excel answer, whatever the answer you conclude, use the data and determine the suitable decision. Use your data from question and use your data from the calculation and determine the suitable decision. This is about analysis, point 1. Number 2, evaluate information to recommend action. Means whatever the data you have extracted from the question and from the Excel sheet, for example, the NPV, you need to conclude your answer based on the information and identify the relevant factor within the case. Means application with the case. If these things we are going to apply with our case, number 1, our answer, number 1. For example, if we write that NPV of the project is positive, so that means this part has covered. If we are start writing NPV of the project is positive 4170, so that means we have taken the data from the question or are working. So the project should be accepted. So based on this information, we have recommended our action. So these 2 points covered here. Then identify relevant factor and link with the case. So here, finance director option is correct in terms of financial grounds. In our question, I say to you that finance director opinion is that finance project is viable. So here the relevant facts we have connected here. The finance director opinion is correct in terms of financial grounds. So that is about analysis evaluation. If we answer question in this way, so this part of PSM, professional skill marks, has covered. But this is not complete answer. Then professional skill marks 2, skepticism. Do remember, we are actually studying AFM, Advanced Financial Management. And this is what about strategic level. And whatever the strategic level discussion we make always consider some criticism as well. Because if someone critic, the critic should be valid. If someone critic, so that means your decision will be more informed and more valuable. Skepticism includes challenge or critic whatever the assumption or information that we have made here. If something missing or something need to add with the particular scenario or analysis, we have to recommend, and we can critique the techniques we use. For example, NPV techniques we can critique. Let's apply with the answer. For example, we are critiquing sorry, we are criticizing. However, further analysis may be needed, particularly of the assumption which includes inflation, growth, and tax rates. All these rates may have change in future and affect decision making. This is the challenge or critique the assumptions. And the realizable value of 45 million may also be questionable. Ignore figure. The value of realizable value is also estimated. On the other hand, the 4-year time horizon seems low, and analysis should be done of potential cash flows beyond that time. That is called criticism. Further, this is identify additional information. With this case, risk and uncertainty methods also need to consider, like sensitivity analysis should be undertaken, or expected value means probability analysis need to consider, because in the country there are some political instability, so need to incorporate the models of risk and uncertainty. So this is what about critique or comment about additional informations like this. This is called skepticism. And last, commercial acumen. Examiner expects to incorporate commercial acumen. Commercial acumen means, simple words, whatever you are advising, be practical. Identify if there are some, whatever you are suggesting may be possible, your suggestion or financial director suggestion contradict with the real world situations, either internal or external. So whatever the suggestion here, be practical. Number one, all recommendations, that's be practical. You need to identify any constraints, internal, not infernal, internal or external, and highlight any other opportunities. We will cover other opportunities later. So let's apply here. Answer. For this project, the auto company, not Robson, auto company requires 20,000 finance, and director are willing to arrange from equity finance through a rights issue or through IPO. But the news or the institutional investor, but the newspaper announcement about stock market depression contradicts with financing strategy. So whatever you are advising, it's not practical. Sir, this point may be the part of skepticism. No worries, we will cover later on. But in reality, commercial acumen means whatever you are advising, be practical. So students, your smart answer for students, this is the answer, which include, this is the theoretical answer, which includes technical marks, professional skill marks of analysis evaluation, skepticism, and commercial acumen. Same, this calculation also includes the professional skill marks, technical marks, and professional skill marks. Student, I strongly suggest that you have to prepare your studies in this manner. From the day one, get the knowledge of the syllabus and practice the exam question with this manner. So this is all about a smart exam technique you need to apply for the preparation and revision of your AFM exam. This is all over about smart techniques. Students, now I'm going to conclude my session with some more points. Number one, sir, what's the right study approach to pass the exam? What are the three important points? Just let us know three important points that we should obey and then pass our exam. Yes. Number one, study approach for the success required preparation. And for preparation, once again, the commitment required. This is the third time I deliberately planted these slides over there. Commitment. Number one, positive. Yes, we should be part of this 43%. Commitment required. Commitment. For this, the action points or the action plan are these. Number one, be committed to cover 100% syllabus. Number two, balance approach. Number three, exam simulation. These 3 points, one by one. 100% knowledge means 5 areas of syllabus. Be sincere, be honest that you have to cover theory plus calculation. Both things you need to cover. Number one. Number two, so first thing is 100% knowledge. Number two, balance approach. Very key point. So what is the meaning of balance approach? Balance approach means your AFM exam, it's about 60% theory and 40% calculation. This is, I'm not saying with my point of view. I'm going to prove this. Let's take one exam sample question. This is 25 marks question, March 23. And this is what about the technical marks question. Okay, one by one. This A part, discuss 5 marks. Discuss 5 marks. Out of 25 marks discussion. A part. C part, discuss the assumption. Again 5 marks. Discuss 5 marks. Total 10 marks here. Out of 20, 10 marks. Then I know that estimate using data available. Equity value, percentage gain. But what is this? Concluding. Out of 10, at least 2 marks about theory concluding. So 5 marks, 2 marks. Out of 20, 12 marks is about theory. This is reality. It's reality check. 60% theory, 40% calculation. Balance approach. If you are, for example, you have decided to invest 10 weeks for AFM preparation. For each week, you will invest 20 hours. 20 hours, So total you will invest 20 multiplied by 10, 200 hours. So for 200 hours, you should make a plan with the 60% theory, preparation and revision and practice, 40% calculation. So allocate the time as per the reality check of the exam. What normally do the students? Student invest 90% time on calculation, just 10% time with the least interest, just reading, not even to draft any answer for calculation or for theory. 90% calculation, 10% theory, and then go to the examination hall. What will happen? Bounce back. You will bounce back because the examiner will examine for sure 60 to 62% theory, 38 to 40% calculation. So do prepare in this manner. Do prepare in this manner. That's a point. 100% knowledge, balance approach, exam simulation. What does that mean, exam simulation? Exam simulation. I never believe on the term practice. I always believe on exam simulation. Hundred of times I suggest to my students to simulate the exam. Sir, what is the difference between exam simulation and exam practice? I'm going to tell you. If I'm going to, for example, one of the topic is covered and I have assigned you one 25 marks question of December 2020 of AFM. So what I will recommend to you, number one, first of all, you have to attempt that 25 marks question in a manner that you are sitting in the examination hall. Number one, for this 25 marks question, you have to spare time. 25 marks question multiply by 2.25 whatever. For example, there are 50 minutes to cover this exam question, 50 minutes. So number one, avoid all distraction. Shut down the door, switch off your mobile, assuming you are sitting in the examination hall. Number one. Number two, lock the timer. For 25 marks question, for example, you have 50 minutes. Lock the timer. Number three, open the CBE format and start attempting question. Irrespectively, at the end of the time, for example, 50 minutes timer, either you will be able to attempt 18 marks, 21 marks, 17 marks, no worries. But do simulate with this situation. Exam practice with exam conditions. First thing, after 50 minutes, after the allocated time, if for example you have attempted only 18 marks, don't worry, you will mark that, you have to mark that I have completed 18 marks with the allocated time. Then take 10 to 15 more minutes and complete your question, and then submit to me on my email if you are a registered student. This is the activity what I do with my students, and alhamdulillah, always the passing rate more than the global rate. That is the point. So this should be the strategy. Students, mark my words. No worries. This is not about the business. If you are not going to register with my course, no worries. But mark my words. If you do that activity for 12 to 14 questions, you will feel the difference with your personality, the confidence. Do the exam simulation. And once you feel some confidence, drop a message on WhatsApp to me. I will feel happy. So this is about the exam simulation. So three things. Number one, 100% knowledge. Number two, balanced approach. Number three, exam simulation. And the success is waiting for you. That's the point. Sir, what are the AFM exam practice questions? What revision kit should we buy? No revision kit. I strongly suggest to all my students, this is your revision kit. What is this, sir? These are the past papers. Number one, 1 to 11 past papers available, plus ACCA published mock will also available. So for example, 12 past paper available with the CBA format till now. 6 past paper available with the PDF format. So 12 plus 6, 18. 2 more past paper I will share with you. 20 past paper. 20 multiplied by 3 each past paper questions. 60 questions. That's more than enough. Focus on quality with exam simulation rather than quantity. If some of the students just practicing the question without professional skill marks, without exam condition, without covering 100% syllabus, useless, not able to become part of under 43%. But after this direction, if you obey my all points, you obey my direction, you will be part of this 43%. Inshallah, may Allah willing. AFM with Hussain Qazi, two things. How the course will execute? Number one, the course execute with AFM premium videos recorded. Recorded videos include concept building plus exam practice questions. 100% course notes available. I will also provide at least 20 to 25 suggested answers. Suggested answers, what is this suggested answers? The ACCA model answers are very much confusing, and students are not able to understand what answer includes technical or professional skill marks. You can observe that, but for the convenience of students, I have made multiple suggested answers, almost all part of the syllabus, where a student learn the answer and able to identify how to write the answer, how to draft the answer, how to calculate the answer, and get the technical and professional skill marks. That's the point. Weekly meeting every Saturday, 9 p.m. Assignments, feedbacks, regular basis, 3 mocks, 1 mid mock, 2 final mocks. 4, 5, 6 will be the game changer for you. At the end of the day, the learning outcome will be AFM, syllabus knowledge 100%, practice questions. You will be able to get the practice questions. You will be able to get drafting techniques with professional skill marks. You will be able to get smart exam techniques, how to catch easy marks. A trailer has made with this session. Huh? We will cover a lot of things. You can observe with my YouTube channel. Go my just search my YouTube channel @HussainQazi.com. YouTube /@HussainQazi.com. You will feel that you already observed that how much I emphasize with exam techniques and examiner report analysis. And you can ask your senior as well. The question is that why I should register with Hussain Qazi? Number one, the year 2023, Alhamdulillah, Muhammad Bilal and Kamal Kumar, September 23, March 23, AFM Pakistan prize winners belongs to my students. Both students got facilitation from my side. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Moreover, I have associated with the Platinum Status College. Alhamdulillah, my passing rate since a long time always higher than the average global rate. Anything else you wanted to know about me, you can just search my website HussaiNQazi.com. Your frequently asked questions. Number one, what study text required for AFM preparation? No study text required. The notes are enough, but some chapters I will recommend for Kaplan, but we will discuss later. What revision kit required for AFM preparation? No revision kit required. Only the AFM past paper from September 18 till now plus mock exams. What technical articles are important for AFM? AFM, very selected technical articles. I will guide you during courses. How to access lectures and till when the lectures will be available. Lectures will be available through LMS and access will be available till your exam date. How to submit assignment or mocks and able to get feedbacks. You need to submit your assignments with the email AFM by HussaiNQazi@gmail.com. This facility only available for registered students. And you will get the feedback by next 3 working days. How the live session will conduct and what are the timings. Live session conduct through the Zoom channel every Saturday 9 p.m. Lock your calendars. What are the key variables to get success of AFM exam? Video lectures, notes, assignments and mock submissions. Motivation, 43%, must be under 43%. How much proportion of AFM exam with theory and calculation? Approx 60-40, 60% theory. Invest your 60% time for theory, 40% for calculation. For preparing and for practicing both. Students, success variable for the subject required confidence, daring, that's obsession. Yes, I have to do this. Positive mindset, avoid negativity. Well disciplined, make a plan and be committed. My course of AFM, inshallah, will support you for all these variables, provide you the confidence and support you to develop your positive mindset. If you are not become disciplined, I will call you why you haven't attempted the assignment. Yes, we do it in this manner. Success rule, power of belief. These are not photoshops. If these people can play the tennis or run the cycle, you can easily pass your AFM exam. You can connect with us by the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Hussain Qazi. WhatsApp +2321 8271784. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any question, you can ask me through the WhatsApp. Take care a lot. Assalamu alaikum.